always some progress of each render, and as I progressed through the process of creating the city, I would test all these different frames and renders and see how it's working out, and then slowly build onto that. And then you can see here the ground. I tried to create a texture for it, but then rather use just the computer software's earth map type thing. So I just worked with the render sphere or whatever that thing is called. But then I was testing the fog effect here with the trees, which are just transparencies that I drew the tree, and then you just create the PNG file so it's empty space behind it. But with the fog, it doesn't work because it creates like a box around it. So I'm not able to use the fog effect for that within this Cheetah 3D software. So I decided to just create later on. You'll see a real simple fog for the background area of the city. So here I am still working on the different textures, and well, not so much textures, but different lighting effects and the way the buildings accept the light and at night, and the lighting of the little lamps and stuff like that. But you can see the buildings are starting to really form together, and there's the background city that I created. And then I'm testing the lighting as I go, and the shadows. I created artificial shadows to give a sense of a little bit of shading, so not everything's just perfectly clear. And there's the fake fog that I created for the background. Then I did create a library, the hospital, and then a bunch of other buildings that relate to the story. And finally here I am at the final image of one of the renders, and I could just rotate around the whole map to different angles and different perspectives as I go through the story. It's not going to be a 3D film. I might have maybe one or two 3D shots in there, but I'm going to have this rendered out, and then we're going to use this as a background, and then I'll have the character walk through this. But here it is. If I press play, this character I have walking, he's not going to go down the sidewalk, he's just going to go across the street. But look at that nice perspective you get there. And of course, if in future films, if I ever do a City Rot 4, this would make things so much easier, so I could get the film created faster. Because backgrounds are a big part of it. And as you're going, you could create backgrounds, different angles, and go around them and see what's on the other side. And everything around it will be a whole city created. So I'm excited about that. City Rot 2, a full city that I created, but it was not in my hand-drawn style. It was more very low budget look to it, which I called chess piece format. But that was an old 2014 movie I created. But this is more accurate. Well, this is definitely my style right here. It's just now in perspective and has a lot better angles I could create for the city and the backgrounds and everything else. With my 2D characters now in 2D space, but in perspective. So that's the advantage, and that's it for now. But feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.